All right, friends, welcome back. It's time for another episode of Big Ditto Plays Hoplomachus. It's been a couple of days, as always, since I played. Unfortunately, getting very busy at work, but excited. We're in Act 3. If we head over to our wide shot, you can see we have Krakenlance here. I did make a slight change at the end of the last episode. We were taking Strike Them Down, a hero prowess. However, instead, I've elected to take these two, which is one of the cool options that you have when you integrate Hoplomachus Remastered into the game. So you can take the Beastmaster and his Beast instead of Hero Prowess. So it's pretty cool. So we've done that, which takes us to our maximum 9. We have 8 units, so we're okay. We find ourselves here in Parthia. Pretty sure we came from this bloodshed event, so we will be heading this way over into Kunlun, where we will hopefully defeat Bingchin and make our way back to the Vesuvian capital to face off against the Scion. So we have a couple of opportunities, 3 in fact. This one's not going to happen. Win a sport event in the Losian region without playing any tactics. Not going to happen. This one, when you accept a bloodshed event, deal 2 damage to your hero, deploy your hero first and win the event. That one may happen. So we'll be looking to do that soon. And then get your hero upgraded to either health 12, leadership 12, or an attack of 4 blacks. We're going to aim for leadership 12. And that one will actually be really potent, I think, with Krakenlance, because he spends a little bit more time at the backfield just supporting with his abilities. So that one, being able to use his health and buff up other people seems quite powerful. So we're going to go for both of those. Cool, so we find ourselves here. We're going to a sporting event, and we're going to be doing this sporting event, which is called the Thorny Maze. We're in Parthia, so everyone in Parthia is already done. This is a capture the flag mission. So we will grab out the flag, which is placed here. We have a local unit. Unfortunately, there's no local units, and so we instead have a Laquarius, who comes with a stun. And then we will also have 3 units. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and the archer comes with a bolster health too. Okay, interesting. Bolster health. Interesting. So we have basically 2 archers and 2 defenders in this mission, which requires speed. So this will be a good one. This is a sporting event, so what are we looking for out of this? Not much really, but we're going to deploy our Leviathan, which is cool. All right, great. So because we're in Act 3, we are deploying 2 units in the first turn. And those 2 units will come on with +2 health. And unfortunately, that means that our Bowler's Hunter, because of the bolster health tactic that it will use, comes with +4 health for 7, and the Aquarius also 7. So 2 7 health units to kick us off. It seems pretty ordinary. There is a chariot. There it is. It is deployed here. We now have to decide who we deploy. The depth charger with regen 1 could be an option for us here. The Leviathan has 7 health. Oh, the first thing we need to do when we deploy a unit is deal it yellow damage. So the Bowler's Hunter just gets dealt 1. And the Aquarius gets dealt nothing. Guaranteed we'll do like 8 health to ourselves when we fucking do that deployment. We'll see. I think we have to go for health here, don't I? Krakenlance will come down and add our damage. We can deploy 3 units. So we'll start with our depth charger maybe, with Tactician. No, we'll deploy the Leviathan. So it comes on with 7 health. This is our new unit, which is super cool. Comes on dazed. We will roll our yellow dice for the Leviathan. 0 damage. Excellent. Perfect. So the Nacon will be deployed with 5 health. 1, 2, 3. The Bowler's Hunter will move 1 onto here. The Laquarius will move 1, 2 to here. And that is the end. There's no hook. Nothing else that can happen. So we will deploy a depth charger. Which allows us to bypass the roaming rule now. Sporting event, so we can't lose them. The Leviathan is only speed 1, so that's potentially okay. So where do we move it to? This goes 1, 2, 3 to here. So we'll actually deploy him here. Yep, great. So do we move with the tactician? I think we do. We go 1, 2, 3 to capture the flag mission. Got to remember that, Dano. So he will move 1. Okay, so an archer is deployed with just the 2 health. The chariot goes 1, 2, 3. The Laquarius will get to push back to here. And the Bowler's Hunter will move 1, and the Nacon will move 1. And the Laquarius' primary target is the chariot. So the Bowler's Hunter will shoot our Leviathan with a black and a yellow. It's not outnumbered, so confidence doesn't trigger. It does 1 damage to our Leviathan. Okay, so let's keep everyone down here. So let's go with our Camel Knight for 6 to deploy here. Oh, I do need to do the yellow rolls. So the archer takes 1, the Nacon takes 1, the thingy takes 1, and the Camel Knight takes 1. All right, so this guy will go here and do an attack on the Bowler's Hunter. So he's a red and a yellow, so the red automatically hits. If the yellow hits, it's 4 damage. It does not, it's just 1. The depth charger will not move. So the chariot goes 1, 2, 3, which pushes the Leviathan to here and pushes this guy to here. And their priority target is the strongest opponent, so that's fine. So then the archer will move 1, the Nacon will move 1, he doesn't move anywhere, and the Bowler's Hunter doesn't move anywhere. So Laquarius on the Leviathan. It's a miss. Archer on our depth charger. 1. And the Bowler's Hunter on the Camel Knight. 2. Get out of here, guy. Okay. So it's our deployment now. So we will deploy Krakenlance. He's our last deployment. Our depth charge will move 1, 2, 3. Oh, he regens. So he's actually got 3 health because he suffered 1. because he regens each turn. Oh, that's pretty good actually. I gotta remember that. He's then going to attack the archer. He's also got the flag, so he's 2 blues and a yellow. He gets the archer defeated. They would have played stun on our camel knight. Stun goes on the deadliest opponent, so it's probably the Leviathan actually. No, I think they were only adjacent to the Leviathan. Yep, so it's actually the Leviathan. So the Leviathan is stunned for our turn. So the Camel Knight will move to here. Krakenlance has tactical, so he's going to move to here. And yeah, the Camel Knight will attack the Nacom. So the Aquarius with 7 health is our Tribune, for what it's worth. Camel Knight goes here. He does absolutely nothing, and that is it. So that's the end. So this guy goes 1, 2, 3. So priority target is the flag holder, can't get to the flag holder. Opponent on chariot, can't get to the opponent on chariot. Unoccupied chariot, no. Hero. So the Nacom can't get to the hero, so it stays. The Boulder's Hunter doesn't need to move, so it will go there. It's gone away. So yeah, everyone stays where they are. The Aquarius will attack our Depth Charger. He rolls a green. He does a wound, but we're going to regen it, so that's fine. The Nacom will attack our Camel Knight, and the Bowler's Hunter will attack our Camel Knight. They have to do so. 1 damage to our Camel Knights. And that's it. Our Depth Charger goes 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 3 to there. Krakenlance will move 1 to there. The Leviathan will move 1 to there. And I think that's it, isn't it? The Camel Knight will move to here. So what happens now is the chariot goes 1, 2, 3. This guy can't move anywhere. This guy can't go anywhere, has to attack here. That can't be occupied on there. So it doesn't matter, no one dies. Move to there. So a victory, a glorious victory. Do we want to recruit the Aquarius? What do we got? Tactician, Radiarius. So the Depth Charger and the Leviathan have proved pretty good so far. Krakenlance. Do we want one of these units? I have just the Camel Knight. So I think we'll take the Aquarius. It's speed 2, which I like to recruit. Wonderful. We shall mark off a week in Act 3, and the Thorny Maze has been defeated. Very good. I'm excited about this Leviathan actually. That's a cool unit. 7 health is nice. All right, we have one more event, or we can go straight into Kunlun, and we will go straight into Kunlun. Let's go straight into Kunlun for an opportunity. You never miss opportunity. Okay, so the opportunity that we will accept is add a bag unit to the end of the rival lineup in a bloodshed event and win the event, or win an event in which you only deploy your hero. That one seems very unlikely. Our next event is a sporting event. It is Death Sport. So we'll definitely be taking tactics here. There's a crossbowman on top. I think we'll do this at a bag unit to the end of the lineup, and that'll do. We'll move to a sporting event. It is Death Sport. Capture the flag or King of the Hill. Defeated rival units are immediately returned to the bag. We'll do King of the Hill. Got a lot of tacticians here, so one of them has regen, which is very nice. So the first unit that we bring out is a crossbowman, and that crossbowman comes with a tactic which is bolster health, which is a lot of health. We then have 3 units. 1, 2, 3. A cataphract, an attacker, a bowler's hunter. Yeah, and a cataphract. Okay. The cataphract comes with a speed, which is fine because the first tactic they'll play is bolster health. So King of the Hill, the cataphract that comes out last, we will make them the tribune. And who do we deploy? Krakenlance may actually be our deployment here. So defeated rival units are immediately returned to the bag. So we can't recruit a unit here, right? So we are better off using our tactics in this mission and then refilling our tactics, because that's our only option. However, poised, this unit's no longer dazed, is actually quite potent. What may be more potent is this unit is local. So local units can jump up on top of the platform and are not dazed. So who do we want on the platform? Our Rediarius is probably our best option. Okay, so we'll definitely think about our turn events. What happens first, however, is we deploy 1 archer with 5 health, crossbowman I should say, and then we also deploy an attacker with 5 health, and one of those 2 gets bolstered. So the attacker is of more concern to me, so we will deploy the crossbowman with a bolster health. Done. Neither of them have tactician. Who do we tactics with? Do we go with our depth charger? Regen is a pretty powerful ability. We'll go to there. Yep. So that's what we'll do. So the tactician is dazed. So he's done. Oh, sorry, our depth charger is now dazed. He's awesome, by the way. I love that guy. So the next deployment to come down is a bowler's hunter. He comes down here. Someone gets given adrenaline. It is either the crossbowman or the bowler's hunter. I think we'll make it the bowler's hunter. So there's no first strike, there's no confidence. The crossbowman moves here into range, and the attacker will move here into range. The attacker is now dazed, and so that is all she wrote on that front. So the crossbowman fires at our depth charger. It doesn't matter if it does a wound or not. It does because we regen in our turn. So who do we deploy now? Our Leviathan already has perfect strike. Our Retiarius might actually be the right play. Or Krakenlance. So if we go Krakenlance here, the depth charger can move to here, which will be out of range of the Bowler's Hunter. Krakenlance to move to here and be dazed. Is that the right play, Deno? Or do we instead bring on our Demetrius and make it local? Or do we bring on the Aquarius? Interesting, interesting. Or do we bring on the Camel Knight and allow him to intercept our depth charger? Camel Knight. We will play poised. This unit is no longer dazed. Camel Knight will move to here. So he can now intercept the blow and taunt. And our depth charger will attack their attacker with zero. Good. Okay, so their deployment is this cataphract with 3 health. We're on 1.2, by the way, because we started our turn on there. Good. So the crossbowman's in range. The Bowler's Hunter will move 1, and it is, oh no, it's 2. So it can't get into range. So it will do that. And we'll do that first. Cataphract does nothing. And the crossbowman won't move because it's in range of the depth charger. Platform hex, no, it goes for the strongest opponent. I mean, if we did it this way, this guy will move onto the platform hex, and this guy will go 1-2, which is actually not too bad for us. So, because he's out of range. So the crossbowman will fire on the Camel Knight. He does 1 damage. The attacker will fight on our depth charger. He does 2 damage. The Camel Knight will intercept the blow. And that's it. We have 2 points now. We will play a tactician. No, we'll play Krakenlance. 1, 2, 3. From there, 1, 2. And our depth charger will now attack for that. Blue, blue, yellow. He regens nothing. He does 2 damage to the attacker and suffers 1 damage, which he'll hopefully regenerate. He will regenerate it, but okay. So their turn. The Bowler's Hunter is already in range of the hero. The crossbowman is already on the platform. The attacker is already on the platform. The cataphract will move 1, 2. The depth charger will be suffering an attack. We'll do the cataphract first, and the Camel Knight will intercept the blow. So he does 1 damage to the Camel Knight. Our attacker will attack the Depth Charger. The Camel Knight will intercept the blow. Yeah, the Camel Knight survives for 1 more round. That's amazing. Our Crossbowman fires on the hero, so we'll happily take that because he's not on the platform. 2 damage, great. Love how happy I was about that. And Krakenlance, nothing. So 2 damage on Krakenlance. Okay. So our turn, we can deploy 1 more unit, but we go to 4 points. So the 1 more unit we'll deploy will be our Leviathan. We could make him local, but we won't. Cool. So the Depth Charger regens is 1 wound. So we'll let the Depth Charger attack now onto the attacker with 2 blues plus an extra blue plus a yellow onto the attacker. 3 kills the attacker with no retaliate. A maniac, maniac on the floor. Krakenlance will fight. He's just a green and a blue. Onto the Crossbowman. 1. And that's it. On their turn, the Cataphract will do 1 damage to our Depth Charger. The Camel Knight will absorb his blow. He does 1 damage. The Crossbowman, so its priority is the strongest opponent, which is the Leviathan. So both the Bowler's Hunter and the Crossbowman, we get to choose. They'll both go for the Leviathan, green and black, black and yellow. It's 3 wounds to the Leviathan. We score 2 points and we win. Krakenlance loses 2 wounds. The Depth Charger and the Leviathan may be my 2 new favourite units. I love them. So we're replenishing tactics. We'll definitely take a bolster health. And I think we will actually just double tap bolster health. Good work, good work. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. We move to a bloodshed. Okay. Bloodshed event is Plague Camp. When accepted, sacrifice 1 non-elite unit of each class that is in your camp. Then recruit random bag units. Well, we can't do that because we lose our beast. And we don't want that. So that is a fucking hard no. Stupid Plague Camp. Alright, I guess we're giving up another Scion influence. 1, 2, 3. What do we got? Strategic Pivot. Mystic Lightning or Infamous. Mystic Lightning sounds fun. So we'll put that on top. Stupid Scion influence. Stupid. Alright, we need to get a lot of bloodshed events happening. So we'll go here to a sporting event. It is Burning of the Chaff. We're going to do that. When accepted, sacrifice a unit of your choice. We're going to sacrifice this Tactician. And hopefully we'll get an Archer. We get an ACOM. We've got fucking Tacticians and Defenders to burn. Great. So now it's a local unit, which is this Cestus. And he comes with a tactic, which is a speed buff. And then we have 3 bag units. The third one, did I add the Bane to the bag? I don't think I did. It's a camp. Oh, it counts as a unit for the purposes of leadership. That sucks. 1, 2, 3. So the bowler's hunter comes with a health. Okay. King of the Hill, I think, is the right play. So the Tribune will be, who's got the most health? Probably the Bowler's Hunter again will be the Tribune, or the last unit to deploy. This guy comes down with 5 health. And this Tactician comes down with 4 health. Adrenaline will go on the Cestus, so he becomes speed 3. And he is done. So who do we deploy? I'm inclined to deploy Inclined to deploy our Demetrius. Sport event. We can't recruit a unit. We have a total of 9, so we actually have to lose a unit because of this burden. That sucks. That's fine. I probably didn't need this NACOM, so he can go back in the bag. Yep, Demetrius, and we're actually going to make him local using native sense. So that guy is treated as local. We'll deploy him here. So now we deploy the Harpoonsman, who comes down with 2 health, and he will then deploy with another 2 health thanks to bolster health. The Cestus will move 1, 2, 3. The Tactician will move 1, 2, 3. Our deployment. The Leviathan. Come down here. Our Demetrius, who is local, will move 1, 2. And we will attack on this Cestus with black, blue, and yellow. Wonder if I would have been... No, I don't think I would have been better off. We do 0 hits. Great roll. Great roll. The Leviathan can't attack, and so, however, he does have hook, but we can't use hook. We could use hook to bring that guy off the thing, which is what we're going to do. The Bowler's Hunter comes down with 3 health, 1, 2, 3 in here. The Harpoonsman is already in range, so it's not going to move. The Tactician is already in range. Cestus is already in range. The Cestus goes for the strongest opponent. No, it goes for a platform hex in range of an opponent. So it stays. The Tactician we get to decide. So the Tactician is going to do 1 wound here. The Cestus is going to put his black and 2 yellows into our Demetrius, which retaliate. He gets 1, which is 1 and 1, which is very nice. We'll bring on our depth charger. No, actually I think we'll bring on Krakenlance. So Krakenlance will move to here. Oh, the Harpoonsman also needs to fire in our Demetrius as well, because he's in range. Ooh, what a pest. What an absolute pest. Harpoonsman. Okay, Krakenlance is there. So we're now 2 blues, another blue, a black and a yellow to fight on the Cestus. It's our best play. We just miss out on killing him, which means we're going to lose our guy. However, we are on 1 point, so that's good. Our Leviathan is 2 blues, a red and a yellow on their Tactician. and it does 2 damage to the tactician. It's their turn. So this guy moves to a consistent hex in range of an opponent. This guy stays right where he is. Oh, actually I was dumb to move there because he's now going to attack us, isn't he? No, platform hex in range of an opponent. No, strongest opponent. Yep, that Cestus is going to attack us. That is unfortunate. Alright, well, the Bowler's Hunter will attack the Demetrius. Defeats the Demetrius. We lose our local knowledge, but it may have been worthwhile. Demetrius is defeated. It's a sporting event, so we're okay. The Cestus attacks Krakenlance. He does 0 hits. The Tactician will go for an opponent, so we'll just go to Leviathan. And that is it. So we don't score a point this turn. Okay. We have 1 more unit to deploy. We want it to be someone with tactical, maybe. What I think I need to do is go for this Radiarius down here. Yeah. So we need to kill that Cestus. Yeah, so Krakenlance will stay where he is. Actually, Krakenlance will move to here. And he'll fight on the Cestus. He defeats the Cestus, which is good. The Leviathan will attack the Tactician, so he just needs to hit on either this blue or yellow. He does neither. And that is all. So that's the end of our turn. So now the Harpoonsman has to move. We'll get him to move to there. The Bowler's Hunter has to move. We'll get him to move to there. The Tactician will stay right where it is. It will do 1 wound to him. The Bowler's Hunter will fire on Krakenlance, but it can't because it's dazed because it went up onto the platform. And the Harpoonsman will fire and it goes on to an opponent, so we will put it onto the Radiarius. Doesn't have to go for strongest, so 2 damage. Actually, would I be better off with the Depth Charger? Yes, I would. I would be better off with the Depth Charger, so it will not be our Radiarius, it will be our Depth Charger, who then regens that damage. Great. So, our turn. So the Tactician's dead. So this guy will move 1 to here. This guy will move 1, 2 to here. Krakenlance will move 1, 2 to here. Okay, so Krakenlance is dazed. The Depth Charger will roll 3 blues and a yellow onto the Harpoonsman. And he rolls 4 misses, which is outstanding. The Leviathan does defeat the Tactician. That's it. So their turn. So the Bowler's Hunter, our choice who he shoots at, he'll shoot at the Leviathan. He does 1. The Harpoonsman, he will shoot at the Depth Charger. He does 1. The Depth Charger on our turn regens that. The Leviathan will move to here. We go to 2 points. Krakenlance and the depth charger onto the harpoonsman. 1, 2, 3 damage. Leaves the buffet alive with 1, which is just glorious. Their turn, Bowler's Hunter on the Leviathan. He actually has confidence too, so he does 1. Harpoonsman will go onto the depth charger. He does 1. The depth charger regens. We'll put all these dice into the harpoonsman. We kill the harpoonsman. We score 4 points. And the Bowler's Hunter will attack whoever we want. It's not a local unit, so it just goes for an opponent. So we can just shoot the depth charger and then we score 4 points. 2 points, we win, no one dies. Who do we recruit? Or do we take a tactic? What is our unit situation at the moment? We can't take any more units, so I guess we'll just take a tactic. I'm actually going to go for an adrenaline so that my Leviathan can get an increase in speed. That's it. So we'll move to a bloodshed event, and this time we have Mystic Lightning. So this one, we need to win. We need to go all out in. Really would have loved if I had my local unit advantage, but we don't. So there's a local unit, a meteor fighter, which has 0 tactics. There's 2 bag units. We have 1, 2. Oh, lovely. And we have an attacker with speed. Okay, so this is a bloodshed event. The meteor fighter deploys with 4 health. Tactical and dodge. The tactician deploys with 4 health. One of them is given adrenaline. We'll make it the meteor fighter. This will go for 1, 2, 3 because it is tactical. This guy moves nowhere. It's our deployment. We're going to deploy Krakenlance. And we're going to lose 2 health so that we can try and do this rigged fight. And then when a rival unit is deployed, roll a dice. On a 4 to 6, it has -1 health. So the meteor fighter, it has -1 health. Yes, come on. And the tactician, it has +2 health. That's all right. I can handle a tactician. He only does 1 damage. So we will actually go. No, we're fine there. So Krakenlance is deployed. The meteor fighter will now go. Oh, sorry, an archer will deploy with 2 health. Let's see if that becomes 1 health. It does not. Fuck! Come on! Tactician will go 1, 2, 3. And the meteor fighter will go 1 to here. So the meteor fighter will strike on Krakenlance. He does 2 damage. Come on, Krakenlance, fire up, mate. And that's it. We will now bring down our Camel Knight into position here. Krakenlance will swing on the meteor fighter with tactical and dodge. So the dodge, 2 damage. The dodge is against non-elite units, so that's good. That's the end of our turn. This attacker deploys with 3 health. Does it deploy with more health or less health? Come on, Deno! That's awful. Tactician will move 1 to here. Archer will move 1 to here. And that is all she wrote. Our turn will deploy the Leviathan. 7 health. Sorry. The Tactician does 1 damage here. The Meteor Fighter will attack the Camel Knight with 3 blues. And does 3 damage. Come on. Get out of here. Okay. So, Krakenlance is going to attack the Meteor Fighter. Do we go onto the platform? What's the value of being on the platform? None. Krakenlance will stay where he is. He kills the Meteor Fighter. We may be using one of our bolster healths here. Yeah, I think we will. I think we'll just bolster the health of our Camel Knight. The Camel Knight will attack the Tactician. Does nothing. So, their turn. Attacker goes 1-2. Archer can't get to a consistent hex in range of an opponent. So it goes for an opponent. So we'll go here. Our turn. No deployments available. Krakenlance will go to here. Sorry, the Tactician will do 1 damage to our Camel Knight because of taunt. So the Leviathan, blue, red, yellow on the Tactician. 2 damage. The Camel Knight, he should roll an extra blue last turn. He does nothing. 2 blues and a green. Another 1. And Krakenlance, 2. Tactician's alive on 1. That's it. So the Archer will move to here. The Attacker will move to here. And that is it. So the Tactician will do 1 damage here. The Archer will fire on the Krakenlance and does 1. And the Attacker does 2 damage to our Leviathan. We can now deploy units, and it will be our depth charger. No, I think it will be our Aquarius. So Krakenlance will move 1, 2 to here. Yeah. Camel Knight will go. He's got a blue and a green. Needs to do 1 to the Tactician. He gets the 1 done. The Leviathan will roll a blue, a red, and a yellow. And if he gets all 3 hits here, he will actually kill the attacker in 1 blow. Come on, Leviathan. Oh, he's missed out again. 1 retaliate. I don't think we're going to use an intercept blow. Their turn. The Archer will shoot at our Aquarius. He does 2 damage. We get to choose that because it just says opponent. It doesn't say anything about hero or strongest opponent. The Attacker will fight our Leviathan with his dice, and he rolls 2 hits. So, now, Aquarius to here, Camel Knight to here, and this is some big rolls coming up. Alright, the Camel Knight on the Attacker. He gets 1. He then retaliates himself for 1. Can our Leviathan kill with one? He needs to hit once out of a blue or a yellow. Come on, you little lizard idiot. Oh, man, I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. Oh, well. I wonder if I should have actually moved Krakenlance over. It doesn't matter. The archer shoots. Actually, it does matter, you know. Sorry. The Aquarius, I should say. Because the attack is actually the one I'm worried about this turn. I don't really need Krakenlance to do damage, so if we did that, we get one more blue. Come on! Come on! Yeah! Get out of here. Archer fights on the Aquarius with Taunt. Does one. Krakenlance moves back here. Aquarius, 2 blues and a green. You would have actually had an extra blue. Another one, and then another one, and then one more needed from Krakenlance. We manoeuvred that one very, very well. Unfortunately, Krakenlance lost some health, but because of the rig fight, we now gain a hero prowess, and we shall take strike them down. We will also gain either a health or a thingy. We'll take a tactics. That could have been easier. Yeah. Okay, so 2 more bloodsheds to go for us to level up into our ability. Whew. Okay. So our next event that we will go to is a sporting event. It is Flag of the Capital. You cannot use local units in your lineup. That's fine. There is a local unit, which is a Mountain Radical. How cool is that? And 1, 2. The Lemosian comes with a bolster health. Wonderful. Archer. Camel Knight. Alright, so the first unit to deploy in this Flag of the Capital mission, the Tribune will make the Camel Knight the Tribune. Is a Mountain Radical. Comes with Tactical and Hurl. And an Archer comes down. It's got 4 health, but it goes to 6 health. Yep. Great. The Mountain Radical, he's going to move. He's going to go to there. Our deployments. Scoring points is the goal, Deno. Depth Charger or Rediarius? I think we will deploy our Depth Charger and then bolster his health. And then he'll move to there. No, he'll move 1, 2, 3 to there. Yep. Camel Knight to deploy. 6 health. Mountain Radical to here. Archer to here. So the Mountain Radical is going to roll 2 blues. He does 2 misses. The Archer is going to roll a black and a yellow. He rolls 2 hits. The Depth Charger will regen 1 of those. The next deployment that we will make is capture the flag, not King of the Hill, is Aquarius. What's hurl? I should actually read hurl. Trigger. Yep, so that would not have helped. So we're going to move the depth charger 1, 2 to here, and it's going to swing on the mountain radical. It does 2 damage amazingly. The Camel Knight is the Tribune as discussed. So that is it. So this Bowler's Hunter will deploy with 3 health to here. The Camel Knight will move 1 to here. The Archer cannot get into range, so it will look for a consistent hex in range of an opponent. Can't do one, so it's going to go to here. And that's it. So the Mountain Radical will fight on our Depth Charger. He gets 1 damage, which will be regened from our turn. So our deployment now will be the Leviathan. Or do we go the Retiarius? I think we're actually going to go the Retiarius. This is our final unit deployment. It'll go here. So the Depth Charger will go 1, 2, 3, and the Aquarius will go 1, 2. Actually, we're fine there. And the Retiarius will stay right where it is. No, it'll go here. Yep. Actually, 1, 2, 3. It'll go to there. Okay, so our Depth Charger and our Aquarius will both hit the Mountain Radical. So if we get 2 hits here, we take him down, which would be wonderful. Boom. Oh, he's got 3. He's got 5 health. Okay, well, we didn't take him down. That sucks. But that's okay. Actually, the Depth Charger's hit had to go onto the Camel Knight anyway, because of taunt, so that's it. So their turn, no more deployments, no moves required. So the Archer will go onto the Retiarius. Now we'll do the Bowler's Hunter onto the Retiarius. That's 1 hit. The Mountain Radical has to go onto the Aquarius. 1. The Camel Knight will go onto the Depth Charger, which will be regened, and we will put the Archer onto the Aquarius. Black and yellow. The Aquarius is defeated. So do we deploy Krakenlance right now? I think we probably do. He deploys here because the flag holder is the priority. And this is going to give us some additional damage. Let's go 1, 2, 3. And he's going to go 1 to here. So the Depth Charger is now rolling 2 blues and a yellow onto this Bowler's Hunter. You can't because the Camel Knight's there. Onto the Camel Knight. Do we even bother with that? Well, the Retiarius is going on the Bowler's Hunter. He gets 1. And the Depth Charger, that's it. So the flag holder is only the target for local units. Huh, that's interesting. Non-local, consistent hex in range of an opponent. So we'll actually hook. No, we won't hook. 1, 2, 3 is where he goes. So the bowler's hunter will attack the Radiarius. Gets 1. The archer will attack the Radiarius. Defeats the Radiarius. And the mountain radical and the camel knight will both attack the flag holder and get 0 hits. So our depth charger heals himself for a wound. He'll then run 1, 2, 3. And the archer moves nowhere. This guy has to move to get into range, so we'll do him first. And then the mountain radical will go 1, 2, 3. So there's no way they can kill us with the black and 2 reds, so we'll move 2 blacks and 2 yellows. So we'll move to there. He says confidently, yeah, we're fine. Because being on the platform would have meant that he could have got us with thingy strike. All right, flag of the Capitale. We only had to use one of our tactics. So do we recruit a unit? We can. We have another unit available. Do we like the mountain radical? We don't have any archery units, so I think we'll take a bowler's hunter, just so we've got some tactical options available to us. The Aquarius and the Radiarius. So we are allowed to have 10 units now, including Krakenlance, so we're fine. The depth charger is my new favourite guy. So we've gone 1, 2, 3, miss, 4, 5, 6. Never miss opportunity. Strength of sinew. In a sport or bloodshed event in which you only deploy tactical or archer units. Yeah. Do we actually want either of those? Do we want to just use this opportunity to heal Krakenlance and get another bag thing? We're going to go to a bloodshed event next, so I think we will actually use this. No. Put that one on top. And let me just count that up again. So we started here, so we went 1, 2, 3, didn't do that one, 4, 5, 6. So we don't have any more. So we're going to go here. Krakenlance is healing up to 7. Oh, we've got to remember he's now got strike them down, so he can recover his health, which is nice. A bloodshed. Strategic pivot. So this will be a good test. When accepted, add a camp unit to your lineup for each tactic in your camp. So there's a local unit and there's 2 thingy units and one more. So there's an adrenaline, which doesn't seem good for us. And there's a cestus with an adrenaline. Okay, how do we navigate this situation? The cestus, no, the harpoonsman's going to be speed 2. That's actually all right for us. So we have 2 tactics in our camp, so we get 2 units to deploy. It's probably going to be the depth charger and the Leviathan. But who do we deploy first? Do we deploy Krakenlance first? Because he is... I think we're going to deploy Krakenlance first. But we don't deploy first, Deno. This guy does. The Cestus. He comes down with 5 health. And the Harpoonsman comes down with 4. And it is going to apply adrenaline to it. Cestus does not have tactical. And that is it. So our deployment, Krakenlance. Here. Yep. Don't want to move though, do we? Actually. there has to be the one. Cool. So the cestus will now move we'll deploy an attacker. Someone will get a speed buff. And I think we will make it said attacker. Get him closer to my line so I can hit him with my sword. The cestus will go 1-2 onto there. Actually, I think we are better off with Krakenlance. Oh, it's tricky. It's tricky, tricky, tricky. So if the harpoonsman goes... Yeah, that means the harpoonsman doesn't get to shoot Krakenlance, is all. So the harpoonsman will go 1-2. Or it can go to there. It's dazed if it goes there. So we'll do that. It's dazed. We will deploy our Bowler's Hunter here. And Krakenlance will move 1-2 to here. So the harpoonsman is going to suffer the wrath of Krakenlance. 1-2. He gets 1. And then the Bowler's Hunter, who, if we roll well here, can actually kill the harpoonsman. Come on, Bowler's Hunter! Oh, he's come up 1 short. Damn, that would have been awesome. Okay. Now we're going to suffer some pain. So, the attacker comes down with 3 health. There is no more speed buffs. This attacker will go 1-2-3 to here, and he's done. The cestus will go 1 to here, and he's done. So now we have a cestus and a harpoonsman on Krakenlance. So let's do that. We can only deploy 1 more unit. So the cestus onto Krakenlance. He has to go for the strongest opponent. He just does 1. The harpoonsman, we will go for our Bowler's Hunter. 1. Okay, so Krakenlance will deploy our big Leviathan. He's got plenty of health. He's going to go here. Krakenlance is going to attack the harpoonsman. And he kills the harpoonsman, which triggers, when he heals a unit, he may heal for 1. The Bowler's Hunter will attack the cestus with, I think I rolled 1 less blue die. No, yep, we're fine. The cestus, or do we go for the attacker? I think we'll move 1 to here, and I think we'll go for the attacker, because we could kill the attacker, which would be amazing. Oh, 2 damage. Doesn't kill the attacker. Okay, so now, their turn. This attacker can't get into consistent hex in range. Cestus is already in range, so the cestus will attack Krakenlance. Leaves Krakenlance alive on 1 health because he has perfect strike and he just rolled 3 hits. Come on! And the Bowler's Hunter, the attacker onto the Leviathan. What is happening? Stop it! Okay, well, this has now gone very poorly. Well, my Leviathan will move to here. He's going to attack the attacker, which automatically defeats him because he has a red dice and the attacker had 1 health left. Our Bowler's Hunter will fire at the cestus on the hill. He gets 2 hits. Krakenlance is not worth attacking, so that's it. Ah, no. So the attacker goes 1-2. So we may be losing our Leviathan, which would be a tragedy if it occurred. Cestus Attacker. Oh, he survives with 1 health. Okay, we need to think very carefully now. The Bowler's Hunter has to kill the attacker. He has to get him. If he gets him, we can do it. Actually, I think the Bowler's Hunter is going to go on the Cestus. Yep. He gets 1. So this is where we need to roll some hot fire. So the Leviathan is going to go onto the attacker. Hot fire! Hot fire! It's got perfect strike. That's 8 damage. And now Krakenlance. Oh, come on, Krakenlance. If he gets 2 hits, he heals himself and he kills that guy. 2! Otherwise, it would have been a blessing, which actually would have been fine, but oh, get in. Get in. Good mission. 11 tactical unit capability. Mark another day, another $1. We're going to another sporting event now, which is this Deadly Observatory. There is 1 meteor fighter at the top, and there is 1, 2, 3 harpoonsman, cestus, and a cataphract. I hate those cataphracts. This is a spar, so the meteor fighter has to be the thingy, and he's going to come out with 4 health, and he's going to come out with a hamstring. And the harpoonsman is going to come out with a bolster health. And he's going to come out with 4 health as well. So we will deploy these 2 units here. So Spar is kill everyone but the Tribune. So we'll bolster the health of the Tribune because they're both equal lowest. He has tactical, so he will move 1, 2, 3 onto the Hex. Harpoonsman deploys there. There's no unit to hamstring. Leviathan or Camel Knight. So the good thing is all units are just attacking with my attack, which is a green and a blue. So it's probably better than that for that. Pretty much it's better for everything actually. All of these units are being worsened by this. There's not a lot of health which we need to take care of, so we probably do want to go with our Demetrius, who's got 4 health. No tactical. The Cestus comes down with 1, 2, 3 onto here. No tactical. Hamstring. Oh, hamstring's applied to that. Do we want our Demetrius to be hamstrung? We probably don't actually. So instead we might bring down our depth charger because he's fine to be hamstrung. So yep, there. Harpoonsman moves 1, is not in range. The Meteor Fighter moves 1, is in range. It rolls a green and a blue. It hits us for 1, but we're going to recover that 1. Our next deployment will be our Leviathan. It's a sporting event, Deno, so you're fine. The Leviathan may be too slow. We'll deploy the Demetrius. He'll go to here. The depth charger is actually just going to go on top of the hill, maybe? Yep, I think so. There. Yep, he'll go there. So he's dazed. 1, 2, 3 to there. That's it. The next unit to... Yep, so then they'll deploy the Camel Knight, or the Cataphract, I should say. So he's going to go to here. So now the Meteor Fighter will go there. Platform hex in range of an opponent. Cestus will go 1, 2 to there. So we've got 2 greens and 2 blues attacking our depth charger. Come on, Depthy. Oh, I didn't bolster his health, but I was contemplating it. I don't need to bolster his health, I don't think. So, suffers 2, regens 1. I think we'll deploy Krakenlance. So this guy will go 1, 2. Krakenlance will go 1, 2. And that's good. So the depth charger, 3 blues and a yellow onto the harpoonsman. 1. And the Demetrius, a black, a blue, a yellow, and 2 blues onto the harpoonsman. 3. Defeated the harpoonsman. So now the cataphract goes, or their turn rather I should say. So the cestus goes to here, the cataphract goes to here. So this Fury Aura does do 1 damage to the depth charger. Then the cestus will attack the depth charger. He defeats the depth charger. Actually, we should have done the cataphract. Yep, so the cataphract defeats the depth charger. So hamstrung is done. We have 1 more unit to deploy. And I think that will be our Bowler's Hunter. So he will come down here. If we can kill both of these units in this 1 turn, then we will win the mission. So Krakenlance will go to here. The Bowler's Hunter will shoot on the cestus. Does 2, which is absolutely perfect. Krakenlance just needs to get 1 and he'll heal for 1. Krakenlance. Kills that guy. Heals himself for 1. And then the Demetrius is rolling 2 blues, a black and a yellow. If he gets 3 hits, he kills the cataphract. He gets 3 hits and kills the cataphract, and we win that mission. Sporting event, get out of here. Whew. Who do we want to recruit? Who do we want to recruit? Harpoonsman, Cataphract, Meteor Fighter. Take a Harpoonsman. Alrighty, Krakenlance, come on my man. So we move to a bloodshed event. Now, the question is, do we take on the bloodshed event? We are at maximum unit capacity. The bloodshed event is infamous. You may gain any amount of scion influence to add the same number of units to your camp. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this, we're going to add some scion influence, probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3. We're going to add 2 Banes, but we're going to go, Yeah, now we need to do that. We need to win this one. Okay, so we're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. 4 scion influence, so not that one. So it's 4 units. So we've got, we add a Bane, and it is oppressive. Each time one of your units is defeated this combat, gain a scion influence. Okay, so we're going to add, this is the local unit. It is a local unit. Fuck. And then 1, 2, oh no. 3. Oh, no. 3, 4. Oh, this is a terrible turn of events. We've got a hamstrung. It's only a tactician and a cataphract. Bag. Each time one of your units is defeated this combat, gain 1 scion. Influence. Ravenous. Each time you defeat all remaining units, gain 1 HP. No. The good news is there's not a lot of HP. So, and there's only 1 hamstring. So who do we hamstring? It's probably an archer. Okay, so first thing that happens is this guy deploys with 4 health here. And this tactician deploys with 4 health here. This guy moves 1, 2, 3. This guy doesn't move because there's no opponent and there's no consistent hex in range of an opponent. However, he goes for a platform hex. Do we add a bag unit to this and win the event for a hero prowess? Is there any hero prowesses that I want? Grand entrance. Master tactician's good. Minimise the risks. Pick your target. Krakenlance has hook. Hook doesn't really bother me. Minimise the risks is good. Grand entrance is good, but no, I don't think it's worth the risk of adding another one. We just want to win this one. Okay, so the unit we are going to deploy is our Bowler's Hunter with first strike and confidence, which is good for us. So Cataphract comes down with 3 health. Sorry, we actually get to shoot. Because of confidence, the Bowler's Hunter will roll that. The question I need to ask is, do I want to bolster the Bowler's Hunter's health? Probably not. Probably not. I think we can get away. We can definitely get away with it for this turn. Yep. Let's see how many wounds we do. We just do 1. Unfortunate. 2 would have been good. So this guy will move to here. This guy will move 1, 2, 3 to here. And that guy deploys. The Meteor Fighter rolls on our Bowler's Hunter. Does 2 damage. 1, 2. Actually, we would have been better off here so that we can bring our Camel Knight down. So he'll be here. Okay, so now we'll bring the Camel Knight down. The Bowler's Hunter, we won't do its health yet, bolster its health yet. We don't need an adrenaline. So we'll do the Bowler's Hunter with 2 blues and a yellow, which I rolled poorly last time. Come on, Bowler's Hunter on the Meteor Fighter. Come on, Legend. Do I bolster his health? Not this turn. Don't need to. Oh, he gets 2. Okay, that's good. So, 1 more last turn would have been awesome. Their turn, the Meteor Fighter deploys with 3 health. And it will move 1, 2, 3 to there. The Cataphract will move 1, 2. And the Tactician is not going to move. And the Meteor Fighter is not going to move. So the Meteor Fighter will strike on the Bowler's Hunter. Does 2 damage and then 1 damage to here. Both the Camel Knight will intercept the blow. Okay, so now I think we bring on Krakenlance. The Camel Knight will move 1 to here. The Bowler's Hunter will move to here. And we will shoot. So this Camel Knight is going to try and... He's rolling 2 blues on that meteor fighter. Yep. So he gets that meteor fighter defeated. Now what it does is it adds a wound to everyone else that is remaining, which is absolutely punishing. Our bowler's hunter is going to shoot at the tactician. The meteor fighter on top comes in with 2. 1, 2. Okay. Okay, so that's it. So now their turn. This guy moves to here and he is dazed. The meteor fighter will attack the camel knights. He gets 2, and that means we get to decide if we want our bowler's hunter to die. Was I going to bolster the camel knight's health? I need to win this one. You need to win this one, Deno. So I think we'll bolster the bowler's hunter. So we'll actually put him... no, it has to be the camel knight. So the camel knight will have 2 health remaining. Okay. So we will deploy the Demetrius. We need damage, Deno. Or do we deploy a harpoonsman? Harpoonsman is a risk. Harpoonsman is a risk. Do we adrenaline anyone here, Deno? Maybe we adrenaline the camel knight to get him out of there? Okay, I think we're going to risk it for the biscuit. We're adrenalining the camel knight to go down to here. Krakenlance is going to move into the middle. This is a nuts play, Deno. What are you doing? Getting extra dice is what I'm doing. We will, with the harpoonsman, roll 4 blues onto the cataphract. Yep. Sorry, it's not 4 blues. It's a green and 3 blues onto the cataphract. Oh my God, he's just one-shotted him. That's amazing. Amazing. However, that gets the tactician to heal 1 and the meteor fighter to heal 1. So now our bowler's hunter will shoot on the meteor fighter with a yellow, 2 blues and a blue. Meteor fighter. 2 damage. Come on, Krakenlance. Come on, Craxies. Okay, so green and blue on the meteor fighter. Come on. Yes! So that defeats the meteor fighter. Krakenlance heals a wound. And that guy gets his wound. Krakenlance is going to suffer 1 damage from this red. And then... Krakenlance will move 1, 2 to here. The camel knight will go 1, 2 to here. And we will roll some hot dice onto this tactician. Let's go. So green, blue, blue. Green, blue. Black, yellow, blue. All on the tactician. 1, 2, 3 wounds. Not a single blue comes up there. I'm beginning to hate blue dice. This guy's turn, he does 1 here. Krakenlance will move to here, which will get us an extra 2 blue dice from the camel knight and the harpoonsman. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not a wound. That is amazingly played from me. I am a jet. Get out of here. Geez, I wonder, yeah, no, there was no way for me to get Krakenlance in there to do the killing blow, to heal. We get another week. It's a bloodshed event. We get that, which means we have just embraced the dark. Amazing. We did not, profane the gods. Done. Infamous done. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 rounds left. So we go sporting event into the capital, or we go rest, or do the sporting event, take that opportunity, rest, 1, 2, 3. So we've only got 3 days left. 1, 2, rest, 1, 2, 3, rest. No, so we have to go in. So do we rest and then go in? We probably do. However, that feat of sacrifice is not too bad for us. No, let's go in. Let's go in right now. So we'll go to there. We'll add 1, 2, 3 Siren Influence. We'll heal our hero to max, which is good, just 7. And we will prepare ourselves for this final battle against Bing Chin. And hopefully not have too many things go against us. So we have a single bolster health. Krakenlance is full health. There is no local units. So Bing Chin is deployed first, and she has a tactic. And her tactic is Blitz. It's permanent. It's 10 health, I think, in this one. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bag units. The Primus and the first 3 have tactics. So here we go. The first one is a tactician, oppressive, a tactician, an attacker, a mountain radical, and that is wild that we've pulled all of those out. So the tacticians are hamstringing everyone, and then the attacker is adrenaline. The first 4 have tactics. First 4 and oppressive, so that's okay. It's not the one that gives health. Bing Chin, 10 health. Deploys, can't add this permanent. However, we'll go to here. I think we deploy our depth charger and bolster his health. And we will do it here. The tactician deploys with 2 health. It gets blitzed, which means it adds to its attack. Bing Chin will go 1, 2 to here. And we'll attack our depth charger, which is green, black, and yellow. 2. So we'll take off 1 because we heal for 1 at the start of our turn. Our Leviathan will come down now. With 7 health, and it will deploy here. The depth charger will attack. It is a blue and a yellow onto Bing Chin. She has taunt. She gets 1. Good work, little depth charger. The next unit to deploy is another tactician. Should this tactician have moved last turn, Deno? Yes, it should have. 1, 2, 3. This one will deploy here. Hamstring will go on to the depth charger. So now this guy will move 1, 2, and this guy will go 1, 2, 3, and that is it. So this tactician will do 1 damage here, Actually, it will roll a green as well. So it's doing 2 damage, which we're going to recover 1. And Bing Chin will attack the Leviathan with black, green, yellow. Come on, Dino, roll some pus. 3 hits. Oh dear, oh dear. I don't want to lose those guys. But all right, Krakenlance comes down. Boom. He's got tactical. He's going to move 1, 2 to here. The depth charger is going to attack the tactician. Blue, blue, yellow. Just needs to get 2 hits. Come on, depth charger. Come on. Oh, 1 hit. Tactician's attacking Krakenlance anyway. And then our Leviathan. So if we can roll 3 hits here, there's no hamstring, so maybe we'll actually go here and attack that tactician. I think we will. Sorry, so that's actually a red. So that is a dead tactician. Doesn't matter anyway, because 2 hits is enough. So that's the end of the Leviathan. Sorry, their turn. So this attacker is going to deploy. He's going to come in with 3 health. They're going to hamstring the Leviathan. Hamstrung. Hamstrung. Done. Doesn't have to move. Actually, it will go to a platform hex in range of an opponent. To here. That is it. Bing Chin goes for the strongest, and the tactician we get to choose. So the tactician will go here, plus a green. So 2 damage, but will heal 1. And Bing Chin has to go for Krakenlance. 1, 2, 3. 1. Cool. So I just realised that the Leviathan did have to attack Bing Chin. So what's going to happen is this guy's going to come back with 2 health. However, we did 6 damage because of perfect strike. Okay, our turn. First striking Bowler's Hunter. Comes on with 3 health. Depth charger with hamstrung, Leviathan with hamstrung. Neither of them are moving. Okay, so the Bowler's Hunter, do we deploy it here? I think we probably do because it gives us more options. So we need to kill Bing Chin, and that has to happen. So let's do that. And let's do that with our Leviathan. So 2 blues and a yellow. 0 hits. Our Bowler's Hunter will roll a blue, and a yellow on Bing Chin. Gets 1. And Krakenlance. Oh, brave, so Krakenlance. Come on, buddy. Need you to do it. Need you to do it. Oh, he doesn't do it. What a pest. Our depth charger, though, will attack that tactician with a blue, and a yellow. And he gets it done, which is good. So now Blitz is gone. So now the last attacker deploys. No, the Mountain Radical deploys. Adrenaline will go on the attacker. However, we will go 1, 2, which dazes the attacker. And the Mountain Radical will go 1, 2, and he can't attack. So our 4th unit will be a Harpoonsman who'll come down here. Our Bowler's Hunter will move to here because that will get a bonus dice. Our Depth Charger will move 1, 2 because it's not going to attack anyway. And that is it. Okay, so Bing Chin has Taunt. So we will do the Leviathan. No, we'll do the Bowler's Hunter onto Bing Chin. So it's going to be 3 blues and a yellow. We get 1, which is enough to defeat Bing Chin. Get out of here. The Leviathan will go, he's a blue, a red, and a yellow onto the Tactician. And he gets the 2 down needed, so that is defeated. So it's just 1 attacker to come now. We have our Bowler's Hunter and our Harpoonsman. The biggest threat right now is the attacker, so we're going to put everything into the attacker. So it's going to be 2 blues and a green from the Harpoonsman first. Just gets 1. Is it worth attacking with Krakenlance? Probably not. So Krakenlance will put his attack into the Mountain Radical. He gets 1. And that is it. The last unit to deploy is now this attacker with 3 health. 1, 2, 3. This attacker goes for the strongest, which is Krakenlance. This Mountain Radical will go for the strongest. So all these attacks are going on Krakenlance. So 2 from the Mountain Radical. It does 1. And the attacker does 2. So it's a total of 3. 1, 2, 3. Krakenlance is done. The Leviathan's going to move onto the platform. It's already dazed, so it's fine. The Harpoonsman is going to move 1 to here. We have 1 more unit to deploy. We will deploy a Camel Knight here. Our Depth Charger regens for 1. Our Harpoonsman will shoot at the attacker. It's going to be a green and 3 blues. He just gets 1. Our Depth Charger will attack the Mountain Radical, which is 3 blues and a yellow. He gets donuts. Krakenlance is going to attack the attacker, I think. He gets a wound, he recovers a wound. He kills him. He gets a wound, he recovers a wound. Which leaves our Bowler's Hunter with a black, a yellow, and 2 blues to shoot the Mountain Radical. He defeats the Mountain Radical. I feel really good about this. I thought, I was really feeling like, Krakenlance, we're going to struggle, but we're going to get this done. 1, 2, goes for the strongest. We'll actually put it onto Krakenlance. No, he's dazed. No, so he goes to here. Does he? Consistent hex in range of an opponent. So a consistent hex is here. No, consistent hex is what he's on. So yes, there you go. So 1, 2, 3, onto the Leviathan. He gets 3. The Leviathan has 1 health left. However, everyone unloads now. So we go 1. Actually, we won't move Krakenlance at all. He'll stay where he is. 1, 2 to there. Camel Knight to there. Who's he go for? He goes for an opponent. Yes, we get to choose. Our Depth Charger regens 1 more. Bowler's Hunter, blue, blue, black, yellow. 2 damage, and our Leviathan can do the final damage with his red dice. Yes! That's awesome! We didn't lose a unit! Krakenlance heals back up to 7. Alright, well, we get 1 more thingy. So I think we go for Grand Entrance. Scion Influence, we can take that one. Grand Entrance. Yeah, I think we'll go Grand Entrance. Seems fun. All right, well, Krakenlance proving himself to be quite the strategic mastermind. We have 11 units in camp of a possible 12. we have available now our new ability, which is to embrace the dark and give people health. I don't know that we'll want to do that too often. You know, health has been, the hero's health is the only lost condition really, but I'd love to not get through any more, lose any more blessings, so we can retain our blessings for the final battle against Itzam Kabain. I don't know anything about him, I didn't even read his card. I'm excited. We find ourselves in the capital in Kunlun, and we need to make our way over here to the Vesuvian capital. Our best bet is probably to go back through Parthia. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or something like that. Don't want to trundle through the Amazons, but we'll do it. It was a good event. I enjoyed it. We shall be back for the final act of the Krakenlance and Hoplomachus, which will probably be our last campaign with the normal rules. We may try out a Mercury's Boots attempt, but we shall see. Hope you've enjoyed it, friends. I'll catch you on the next episode. Big Deno out!